What's up, everybody? The name's Ram McCart. So, one of the first things among one of the second things you may notice is there aren't as many columns in this table as there were the last time that I filmed, along with the fact that the font has changed. That font was changed in accordance to the organic theme in one of the forms that I updated in the meantime, which I'll be able to show you later. Currently the highlighted record is a new record that I uploaded a couple days ago. It's the secret exit for Bridge Over Poisoned Waters for Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on Nintendo Switch. Pretty different from what I would normally post, but it's something fun. We're all in quarantine right now. I'm just trying to find content to post and didn't think this was a bad choice. So addressing the differing columns, I noticed that it was getting to be a little too much information in one table, and that I could split the information into two tables and make that more useful for building queries and cross-platform, if I'm using that term correctly, forms. As you can see, this tab over here has been updated to the uploaded general info name. This is uploaded numeric stats, which are your views, your likes, your dislikes, in accordance to video name. And then, of course, collab info by category, which the new video ideas tab is currently this because it wouldn't work the way I thought it was going to, and so I had to change it. So let's go into the design view of uploaded general info, like I was supposed to do last time. So here's the video name. Notice that the actual field name is quite different than what the caption property down here states. The caption property down here states what should be shown in the actual table versus what is going to be typed in or worked with behind the scenes. Same kind of goes for upload date, same name format, same caption format, and then category is just category, except it's capitalized down here. Alright, now let's switch back to datasheet view, close that out, and go into the numeric stats design view. Now, I put all of these, except for the video name, into the number data type. And that's simply because if I go and I type in here A5, it's incorrect. Like, say I have a typo. That, in turn, is very helpful. Let's correct that. There we go. Alright, video name, same naming convention as the last one, same caption property. All of these are pretty much the same as shown in the datasheet, except they're lowercase, because as a general naming rule, you want to keep things lowercase or camel case. It just makes it easier to work with in SQL view, of which I haven't really tapped into yet. Let's go ahead and close this out. Collab info by category, pretty self-explanatory. Computer science, the number of collab videos I've done, for example. I've done a couple of different collab videos, 3 different collab videos with my stepson Blake. And those collab videos were his Minecraft videos or his Roblox videos. Music, I had one with my sister. Nobody in these computer science videos. Not really much to explain here. Pretty much the same thing I already explained. Now, I was able to make a cross-platform query, if I'm even using that term correctly still, of average numeric stats by category. So computer science, I've had an average of 72.8 views, 0.8 likes, and 0.6 dislikes. Which, by the way, I don't know what happened over the last couple days, but I guess somebody's trolling me, left a dislike on every single one of my videos. Um, Not taking it personally, I just found it kind of funny because I had to update it all in my database over here. So, music, other videos, we can see the stats for those. Not too complicated. Let's go into design view, however, because this is something else to explain. So, these columns are in the order of which I want them to be viewed in the datasheet view. So in category, you'll notice, well, not in category specifically, but category views, likes, dislikes, you'll notice this total row over here. Those are not typically displayed unless you specify as such by clicking this totals row up here. Otherwise, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, group by, I haven't assigned anything in category yet, because total row is determining the mathematical expression that they're grouped by. Views, likes, dislikes, all have an average with them, and that is what built the average views, likes, and dislikes. However, if I wanted these sorted by alphabetical order, I would go to the sort row, not the group by or total row. Let's say I wanted it in ascending order. Let's go ahead and run it. Not any different because I already had it in alphabetical order. Now let's go ahead and save that for future reference. And close the query. Now the form, I was actually updating the records in form view when I seen the dislikes or whatever. And it's a lot more convenient updating them this way instead of having to go into like 2-3 different tables. Mostly these two over here. Collab info by category doesn't really have anything to do with anything regarding these two. I'm kind of still trying to find a more relevant link than collabs, but that's what I have right now, and that's more solid than what I did have. So as you can see, all of my videos are in this form, including my new one, which I'm surprised I didn't find a dislike on this actually. Again, not really taking it personally, I don't know why I mentioned that. So this subform over here shows all the likes and dislikes for each record, and I think that's in order too, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the 5th record and see if that's true. No? That's weird. Oh well. I'll figure that out. Anyways, that does show the information though, and that's that. So, a lot has changed since my last recording. I did make notes on that, just in case I forgot something, so let me go ahead and check those right now. Alright, so I went ahead and looked at my notes, and there was actually something that I was wanting to show y'all that I didn't get to do last time, and that is the table relationships, how they relate to one another. So, let's go ahead and see if the other one, no, apparently not. Nope. I guess collab info by category was not linked to anything. So let's go ahead and edit this relationship right now. And in the meantime, I'll go ahead and explain the relationships. So, what's going on here is video name was set as the primary key to uploaded general info. you need to have relationships between the tables in order to make queries and forms and reports based off of cross-platform anyway. So there is a link between the primary video name over here and this video name over here in uploaded numeric stats. Now there's supposed to be one in category for collab info by category, but I guess it's not there anymore. So we're going to go ahead and change that. I think I need to add the table first, so I jumped just a little bit ahead right there. Collab info by category. There we go. It was already there. I knew it was. I figured it was. There we go. Now let's go ahead and save that. So, yeah, pretty much what I just explained. Category is the primary key for the collab info. Links to this category, link over here in uploaded general info. Uploaded general also has the primary key video name, and that links to the related video name over here. Field over here, there we go. So let's go ahead and close that out. Yeah, pretty much done, actually. I know I customized the theme, and I was wanting to talk about that, so let's go ahead and see if it pops up, because it should. No? There we go, I managed to figure it out. I had to switch it to layout view from form view. So here's the themes right over here. As you can see, it's organic like I mentioned earlier. The colors, I customized the other colors. There's actually a lot of similarities between these two right here. I just changed this one a little bit when I selected this choice because I didn't think it was exactly right for this database. So I went ahead and made this custom form YouTube color swatch and applied it to the form. So there we go. That's it that I wanted to discuss with y'all today and update y'all on. And yep, guess I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.